Hello everyone and welcome to Yoka's Polka. I am Yoka, your night owl. So spring is in the air and that means I can finally use these spring sticky notes that I've been saving onto for so long. So to start off, I'm gonna go ahead and look through all my Amazon stickers and I'm just trying to see which ones kind of scream spring to me, and then I'm just putting it to the side. Once I figured out which one I wanted to use, I decided to go for these duck one, and I think it's a duck. I don't know, I was trying to look up between the duck and a goose and I think it's a duck, so let me know what you think. Then I'm gonna go ahead and look into my paper pads, and this was perfect because I had a spring paper pad. So I just kind of looked at all the papers and I kind of like put all of my things that I were gonna use next to the papers to see if it would match, and that's like a way that I see which papers to use. So these are the three papers I'm thinking of using, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start happy punching them. So usually when I'm punching out the papers, I start with either one or two, and if I need more, I'll just go ahead and punch more as we go along. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take that paper that has all these quotes on them, and I feel like I used quite a bit of them already, so I'm quite proud of myself. I'm going ahead and just cutting out the ones that I wanted to use, so there was those two that said spring on them, so I really wanted to smack it in your face that it's spring, so if that doesn't say it's spring, then I don't know what is. Once I situated which papers I was going to use, I went ahead and took out all my washi tape and I compared it next to the sticky notes and my paper just to get all the washi to kind of match with what I'm going to use. And it's not exact, but it's a very close. By the way, if you like all things journaling, planning, and especially if you're a night owl, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss my future videos. So we're gonna go ahead and start by working left to right, and I'm just going ahead and laying down some of the washi, and usually I like to use a solid washi, especially if I'm using a patterned paper like this one. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take these spring stickers, and I'm just placing a quote sticker right in the middle and a flower one to cover all the letters. Using my Tombow pen, I'm gonna go ahead and write the quote of the week, which for this week it's by Dolly Parton, and it says, "The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain." So I felt like this was very fitting, especially since it's been raining so much where I live and it's been so annoying. I love the rain, don't get me wrong, but it's been so much. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take my washi tape that I chose and line it at the bottom of the spread. I'm also going to go ahead and take that same washi tape that we already used and line the bottom of the quote box as well. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I really like to play around with the layouts in my planner, so today we're going to do just that. I'm going to go ahead and try a different layout. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take this very light blue washi tape and light it around those boxes, and then I'm going to go ahead and take those flower papers and glue it right down. Along with the quote box, I'm going to go ahead and glue that as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this light pink washi tape and line it across those two boxes. And I'm just trimming off the excess where I messed up the washi tape. Sometimes I'm not really good at breaking apart the washi. Then I'm just placing the sticky note paper, and yes, those are sticky note papers. And I'm placing our chicken. No, not our chicken, our goose. Oh my god. No, it's a duck. I don't know. What is it? Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and line the other three boxes with this greenish washi tape. And I'm gonna go ahead and place the bunny papers right there and also the last quote box. And now it's time to take out the spring sticky notes. Oh yeah, I'm super excited. So I wanted to show you behind the scenes kind of. Sometimes I don't show you how I do this process of laying out and figuring out how to do my layouts. So what I do is I just play around with all the sticky notes and until I figure out how I like it. And once I do like it, I go ahead and start gluing down everything. So I figured I'd just show you guys that it's not always perfect. I just, play around with it. I just don't show you. I also wanted to try layering some of the sticky notes together, and I think it came out pretty cute. So the sticky notes were perfect, except that the size was a little bit too big for these ones in particular. So what I did is I grouped up some of the sticky notes together that I wanted to use for my to-do boxes, and then I just took my pencil and figured out where I wanted to cut, and then I just kind of guesstimated where to cut for those triangle parts. and I just checked to make sure that it fit in my boxes, and as you can tell, it did. I then went ahead and glued down all of those sticky notes in the to-do boxes, and I randomly found this printout and I've decided to just go ahead and use it in my planner. It fit well. One of these days, I really want to do an anime plan with me, so stay tuned for that. So I pulled out one of my sticker books and it had these checklists that were perfect color for this theme. And what I did is I actually trimmed down one of the dots because I only needed a couple and not that many, so don't be scared to trim down your checklist stickers, or any stickers for that case. I don't know why, but before I would always be scared, but not anymore. So now I'm just taking the time to write out all my meal plans, and I'm using my Papermate Flair felt tip pen. Ooh, try to say that 10 times. I also took my Tombow pen and wrote out all my to-dos for that week. Once I was done writing down everything, I figured I would kind of slow down this part of the video because usually in all my other videos I would speed this up so much and you couldn't really see what I was doing. So this is what I call garnishing the spread with all these little stickers. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking a bunch of little stickers and I'm just placing it wherever I felt like kind of needed something. If it was like too empty or it just needed like some jazz or, you know, spiciness. So I figured I'd slow it down and kind of just show you everything. I actually saved the scraps that I cut out from those to-do sticky notes that I used earlier. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place it on top of the page, and this kind of looks like a banner, so it came out pretty cute. Once I was done with that, I just went ahead with a couple more stickers and I just placed them wherever I felt would look good, and it's finally done! I hope you got some cool ideas on how to use sticky notes in your planner, and if you did, consider liking and subscribing. Also, if you have time, check out my other videos, and I will see you all a little later.